Good morning, friends. Happy Tuesday. I'm not usually on here on Tuesday morning, but we are mixing things up today. We did a tiered tray tutorial last week or so, and we wanted to show you some mantle decor. So we're going to show you our mantle that we have here. I've also laid out a few greenery and florals. Lots of people want to use like a whole garland for a mantle or, down the center of a table, but you can totally use stems too. And actually they're a lot better because they're easier to store, they're easier to maneuver and that sort of thing. So we are going to turn you around. Shannon is here today. She's going to help me. She did such a great job with our tiered tray tutorial that she's helping me today with our mantle tutorial. So let's turn you guys around and we'll show you what we've got going on today. All right, girly, there you go.
Ready?
So let's start. Don't get me too much in there, girl. Okay, let's start. Before we get to our actual mantle, let me show you just some arrangements that I kind of made. And I just did these on the edge of our table to kind of act as a makeshift mantle. But, you can just do any colors that are suitable for your home. This is kind of a neutral color palette. Over here we have more of a rusts and oranges and thrown in some neutrals there, but love these little guys. So I just want to show you, and this does look like a garland, but it's not. It's just a bunch of different stems stuck together. So let me show you kind of over here. I don't really want to take this apart. So let me kind of show you over here what I did. So for the neutral one, I'm using these 3 stems, okay? So what I did first, I always like on a mantle especially for things to hang over just a little bit. So just to give you some depth there.
Okay.
So I started with this little guy. Then I layered this one. Now, for a long mantle, you can totally leave this stem. It's not a big deal because you're layering and you're going to cover it. When I get to the middle, and you'll see on our big mantle, when I get to the middle, I alternate and go the other direction. And then I normally put something in the center to kind of hide.
That's a good tip. That's a good tip. I think that's what you struggle with is how to hide the stem.
Yes. So you just kind of interweave them and you'll kind of see how I did that. But you just kind of layer this, not at the, not right over the top, but come in, down just a little bit, layer this guy, and then I love these. We just got these in, really, really cute. There's so many things you can do with these, add them to arrangements.
Do they have a name?
They're just little, I don't even know.
They make me think of persimmons.
They are a dried berry.
Dried berry, okay.
Dried berry, yep. So you can see we have them here just in a vase, and they look beautiful like that. They look beautiful mixed with other stems and things like that. But I wanted to add just a few more here. So I am just kind of positioning it.
Okay.
Kind of in between. And again, you can kind of bend it, which I love all these, and you can kind of bend this down again so it hangs over a little bit.
Right, and imagine that's the ledge, not the table, but actually.
Right, that's like the edge of your mantle. So again, just like with this. So again, you just layer as you go. Let's see, do I have another one? Yes, let me just grab another one of these here and we'll show you. So basically then you're you're working at your end, the end of your mantle. So next you would put another one of these down right there, and then you would layer this right on top and see how it hides the stem? You can't even see it. So when you do get to the middle, I would bend this like all the way.
Okay.
So see, you
back
can
in on itself.
Back in on itself. And then that way you can, that way you can start going your other direction and you don't have a big long stem, going this way anymore.
And then you'll just sandwich it back in underneath. Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. And then again, you can take another one of these guys, tuck it in there, and just keep going. Then, like I said, when you get to the middle, you'll alternate and you'll go the other direction.
Okay.
Whereas here, I just kind of went all the same direction. Again, I love how it kind of hangs over. This one is kind of flat enough that we used some little pumpkins. You can tuck little pumpkins in there.
So you have little add-ins, yes.
Yes, you can have little add-ins. If your mantle is deep, you can even put, pictures or things back here. But this works great. Like if a lot of people have a TV above their mantle.
Right.
So they want something low. So we'll kind of show you what we did if you don't have a TV above your mantle. But this is really nice if you do, because it's nice and low and won't block the TV or anything like that.
And it looks like you followed a nature theme.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of a
nice
fall.
and neutral.
Yes.
But you can do this with any of your stems. And, we have tons of stems that we can always help you with. So this is the point, like I said, this is the, let's just say like this is our middle. So then I would come in, layer one of these the other direction, and then start going this way. And then you could put something kind of large here to hide the very center.
And obviously you can't bring your mantle into the store.
Right, but we can always play with our mantle here. We could totally use the table. If you guys want us to help you, you can let us know how long your mantle is. We can, measure that off.
Yes.
And then we can kind of build it for you on the table. Lots of times you guys take pictures, of what we have done, and then you can mimic it at home.
So basically, if they want to come in and do a mock-up, it would be best if they know the length of their mantle and the depth.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Length and depth would be perfect. And that will let us know if we have any more room to do things, behind it or how much we want it to hang over or that sort of thing. So I love these colors. On this one, it's a little more full, so you really probably wouldn't want to put, if you just like simple, didn't really want to add any pumpkins or things, although you could, maybe tuck a few in here or there. But this one also uses 3 different stems. Like I said, I love these guys. We kind of did a rust theme here. And again, these stems are really long. So let me move this and I'll kind of show you what we did over here. So these are the 3 stems I used for this one. I love these. And I love that they're kind of wispy. So first off, I layered with this, and we can kind of build it over here. So this is your end, and sometimes things do want to roll off.
Yes.
So you definitely, if you do have something a little bit heavier in the center, that can help kind of hold all your stems back. So layer that, and then again, you don't want to go right over the top. You want to come down a little bit. And kind of layer this guy. And I love all of these stems because they're bendable. You can bend them up a little more if you want to bend up. You can pull them down a little more on the sides.
And there's a lot of nuanced color in here.
Yes.
You could pull a lot of different colors.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
And then I love, again, these guys. These also can be bent. And I just kind of weaved that look in between.
And it's kind of another fall thing you're doing where you're mixing textures, right?
Yes. Definitely. Textures and colors and so
yeah, that's really pretty.
Love that. So, and again, then you just kind of build it. All of your stems are right here. So again, you just kind of layer. Let's see. I think I have.
You can kind of see the overhang.
Right here. We could kind of show you how. So I would probably do all one layer first and then come back and do your second layer.
Okay.
That's kind of what I did on these. But just showing you how we did that. And then, you would kind of go in like that and then build your second. Again, when you get to the middle, you can bend these. Or like I said, if you don't want to bend them, if you have some, or they're really hard to bend.
Yes.
Some stems are super hard to bend. If you have something large here that's kind of heavy, you just tuck these behind it. No one will ever see it.
How about, okay, so what about if you have beads and you want to work some beads in?
Yes. So let me kind of show you. Do you want to show this?
Sure.
Shannon, kind of our mantle. So both of those ideas are great if you do have like a TV or large, print or something that you don't really want to cover. Whereas this, we don't have anything anything above it. So we kind of definitely went for height here.
Okay.
So definitely, like, if you don't have anything above, a large mirror is beautiful, a large print. You definitely need a center focal point. for
Something
your
to draw
mantle.
the eye.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. So we put this shelf in here because we have a nice deep mantle. Did you say it was about 10 inches?
Yes. 10
Our
inches
this
deep.
mantle
Yes.
is about 10 inches deep, so we were totally able to do this and decorate it. And then I love these little hops. So basically, I just did the same thing. Layered the hops to the middle.
Okay.
And then I layered them this way.
Okay. So this was
Okay.
kind of your breaking point.
Yep,
Right around the
center
middle.
was the breaking point,
Okay.
and I just used this little sign to kind of hide
Yes.
everything. Then you want to, if you want to use beads, we have all different kinds of pretty beads. We chose these kind of
I love
burgundy,
these.
rust
They're
color
so
ones.
pretty.
I know, I love all the different variations of the sizes. But you just kind of weave them in and out. Just kind of hang some down. What's nice about this is that you can use it to kind of wrap things around.
Yes, to anchor it. Yes. So I see you've got it. It's a little higher here, and then just kind of whimsy.
Yes.
Would we call that
Yes,
whimsy?
you kind of go in and
Yeah.
out and up and down. And if you want these to hang lower, you definitely can. If you don't really want them hanging, you could always kind of tuck them back here a
Yes.
little bit. And
It's all
just so you see it.
customizable.
Yes,
Yes.
definitely. So basically, it's however you want it. But definitely, I love how these kind of hang down. For sure. So, and then we did, so I really like to have one large thing in the center,
Okay.
give you some height, and then I always like to have two anchors on the end, also with some height. So you're kind of going like up and down and up and down. And
Okay.
Up. But like if you had room, you could totally put something, shorter right there, shorter on this
Yes.
end, and shorter in here if you wanted to. If we really wanted to do more, we could add a few more things on
Right.
here. Just depends on how full you want it.
Yes. Yes. And I guess you could actually use, say you had a really pretty vase and you
Yes.
wanted that to be your focal point.
Right.
Yes. Okay.
Yep. So if this is way too much for you, you could just use this and make it your center point, like a beautiful vase with flowers in it, and then kind of go out from there.
Build around it.
So,
All
build
right.
around it. So. Yeah. So if anybody's got any questions, you can holler at us and let us know. We're happy to answer any live. Do we have many people watching?
Well, we have
I know
some
a lot of
they
people
kind
are
of
at work. so
yes, but that's okay.
a
That's
lot of people
okay.
are at work, so
Yep.
you guys can definitely watch the replay. But we've got lots of pretty stems. Again, we'd be happy to help you do a mantle, or you could totally do this with bookshelves or built-ins or down the center of a table.
Absolutely.
We could definitely do that too, because again, this would look beautiful if you have a big, long, dining room or kitchen table. This would look beautiful as well. So,
Yeah, and then you could almost sandwich in votives or anything.
Yes, definitely. So, lots and lots
Farmhouse
of different
candles.
farmhouse candles for sure. So. Yeah, so I hope this was helpful for you guys. I hope you learned a few tips and tricks. And again, if you have any questions at all, just holler at us. We're always happy to help.
So do you recommend, really before we get done, do you recommend typically going with a floral stem, maybe a flower? Obviously this is not necessarily a flower, but maybe something simplistic, and then to mix it in. Is that what you like to do?
Yeah, and really just whatever, whatever
Catches the eye?
Yeah,
Or you
whatever-
prefer
whatever they like. But yes,
Okay.
yeah, because there we did a little bit more flowers, but yes, I would say in general, like here we just did the hops.
Right.
And I think that looks beautiful. So if you just really want one stem, like any one of these stems would look beautiful. I think actually up front there we have this at the top of one of our shelves, and it was just going across like this.
Yes,
and, it looked
and this is
beautiful.
really
So-
pretty. So this is, I thought, okay, so these are kind of like an oak
999.
leaf.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
so pretty.
that's a good, that's
and
a
we have
good.
two different colors of those, but if you want simplistic, you could totally just
Do something like that.
But it doesn't have to be flat. We do have a couple of stems that are completely flat on the back and do really work well
Yes.
for tables.
Yes.
But they don't necessarily have to be. This looks beautiful as well, and kind of gives you some added height and depth and all of that.
No, looks pretty.
Okay.
All right. Any
guys.
questions before we?
Yeah, any questions, let us know. And again, we'll see you guys tonight for Tour the Store Tuesday. We might go over a few of these stems then as well if you have any questions on the price of the stems or want to know anything else. We got lots of fun things to show tonight.
All right.
Alrighty, guys, have a great day.
Bye.
We'll see you later. Bye.